What it do, Night Gang. Welcome to yet another episode of the Mass Effect Protocol. I am your host, D. Tyrone Caliber. I'm a little out of sorts right now. Let me check my camera because everything is going wrong today. Because I had to change my camera and stuff around for a little bit. And did not get a full chance to fix it the way that I wanted to. There we go. And the reason behind part of this, there we go, that's better. I was looking at myself, I'm facing all the way over here for some reason. But anyway, the reason why I had to change my camera around is for one of the announcements I'm going to be bringing up. So, number one, today is a full stream day for you boy. So, obviously today we have Mass Effect 2, first episode of Mass Effect 2. And I'll get more to that a bit later when we start with the game. Hey, what's going on, TD? If you are here, that means let me go ahead and get this thing on. We're going with the throwback. We are going with the throwback today. So, how you doing, TD? So today, obviously, we're doing Mass Effect 2, like I said earlier. I appreciate you. But, yeah, we're doing Mass Effect 2 today. It's going to be a bit of a shorter stream because I got a couple of things I have to do in between. But the major announcement is obviously 7 o'clock Eastern today. We will be theoretically finishing Final Fantasy XIV's 6.5, patch 6.5. So we will be theoretically fighting Zeromus tonight with my stream brother, Tony Chalmers. That will be on his channel at Tony Chalmers. I will... In fact, let me do this to give y'all the exact sauce of where this is. There we go. So... Oh yeah. Let's see. Is that considered a link? I don't know why. Bear with me a little bit, gang. I don't know why it will not let me. There we go. That's better. Okay. I have to put that in the actual YouTube site in order for the link to work. If not, it's just going to be the title of the page. I'm enjoying the day. I just got my hair done, so God is good. Appreciate it. Right on. Yes, he is. So yeah, we have a full day planned. We are doing 6.5 on FF14. I can't wait. As a person who grew up with the classic Final Fantasies, I have been enjoying this patch, and I really can't get I really can't wait to get into it tonight. Um, yep, exactly. It's weird. I'm still learning this whole thing because the first time I put it in into OBS, and OBS is like, well, this is the title of the page. And I just had to go into the actual YouTube chat and put it in, and there it shows up as a link. Well, speaking of, yes, Tony has done it again. So yes, 6.5. We will be at it. We will be finishing this fight. Oh, no, that is not a problem. Look, life happens. Real life happens. There's no shame in it. I hope everything turned out well with that emergency. But it's not a problem. I mean, we adjust. That's just, streamers adjust. For lack of a better phrase. So I'm glad we were able to do this today, because opening with Mass Effect 2 and then going into ending, theoretically, FF14's patch is a bit easier to rock with than trying to gun it through a speed run and then immediately have to go into the intensity of that. I would probably be ready to pass out halfway through the stream. So in a matter of speaking, adjusting wise, this is closest to the best case scenario that we can get our hands on. But yeah, I hope everything is well with that emergency tone. I hope everything else is well on this Friday. I hope everything is well with this Friday for everybody. So don't worry, the adrenaline will keep you high. Yes, indeed. So, and speaking of that, tomorrow we'll be back at 2 o'clock Eastern. And obviously, since we got 209 last week, the plan is push for 205. 205 live. Yes, happy Friday the 13th. You know, I got to the point to where I completely forget that it's, Friday the 13th is a thing. It's just to the point now that Friday the 13th is just a movie. That's just it. I completely forget that Friday the 13th is a thing. It's just kind of how I am now. But, yeah. We are shooting for 205 tomorrow. We got 209 last week. We are making that march. If we hit 205, then we will be about 2 minutes away from getting past the person with the 203 mark. So that's the next push. That's the next milestone. Then after that, sub 2 hour. So with that being said, let us get into Mass Effect 2. I don't know how many of y'all have seen the question of the day, but this is one of those games, honestly, that it does feel like I'm playing this again for the first time. Because the last time I did a full playthrough, if you see the title of the stream, it is the first and a half playthrough. Is because I have technically beaten this before, but January of next year would have been January 23rd of next year would have been I believe, 14 years since I have done a full playthrough of this game. I got it the day of release. I was on leave and I didn't go to bed. I slept on my couch. And the funny thing was, I had a friend of mine that was coming in to come visit. And this person was supposed to show up on the 23rd. The game dropped on the 20th. And what I wasn't going to do was sit there and play this game while my friend was in town. But also at the same time, I didn't want to get into this game and then say, I'll play it later when my friend got here. So I said, screw it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to blitz this game, finish it, and then go see my partner. I literally beat this game 3 hours before my partner's plane showed up. So, yeah. Yeah, the partner looked at me and said, "You look gassed." I was. So, yeah, that's my Mass Effect 2 experience story. I barely remember much of the story even after playing it once, because everything was just hit the gas and win. That was it. So I believe this is the one. That's the one thing about having so many, beating Mass Effect 1, even in speedrun mode, so many times, you have a ton of import characters. So you don't quite know which one is which. And yes, to everybody, to let everybody know, this is still a Paragon playthrough. Don't let the foolishness, don't let the cats in the Twitterverse make you believe anything different. The only difference from the end of my official playthrough of Mass Effect 1 and now is I put Udina on the council. And since I haven't done a full playthrough of the trilogy, I don't know fully what happens later. Speaking of that, I believe this is my character that I've done all the side quests and whatever. So I will be having those side quest videos out soon enough. I'll start working on those next week.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished.
Why would they?
But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Now, I do want to read the comic, the in-between comic of this. If memory serves me correctly, Liara is the one that got Shepard, that found Shepard and brought him to Cerberus or something like that. I'm not solid on the details. Adams. Wait, why is Adams at CIC?
Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Howdy, boy.
Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Hit the gas, Nino!
Presley!
Multiple hull breaches! Weapons offline! Somebody get that fire out!
Ooh. Somebody doesn't know the fight. They failed mechanics multiple times.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
You know, I just noticed this. And I could be wrong, but I don't think they kept the same haircut in that part of the scene that your character actually has. I have to go back and check the tape.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker.
Commander.
Ashley, go. Now.
This ain't time for you to go down with the ship. That's my job. Run, fool, run!
Go, go, go!
Now, I will say this. If they're trying to cram as many people in there as possible, I would hate to be the one that has to sit on the floor. Unless you're using somebody's feet as seatbelts.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy. Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
I'm sorry. This part I definitely remember, but this still... I don't know. I still just have to look at it every time I see it. Every time I see this part. I mean, it's a beautiful sight, but it's also a reminder in the middle of the game that you are literally out in space The hull is broken. And, yeah. Interstellar and all the rest of this nonsense. This is the, what's the word I'm looking for? This is the definition of a one mistake job.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's dead. Just like us, we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to... Oh, no. They're coming around for another attack.
Fire! Joker, time to go.
Watch the arm.
Shepard! Ah! No! That mistake was taking the job. Now, I will say this. Now that I'm actually looking at this scene again, in a situation like that, I know if it were me, I would try to find a way to have both of us in there at the same time instead of looking back. Because even when I was at one point training for track, one of the things my uncle told me was never run with your head turned backwards. In a situation like that, oh no, we're both getting in there. If your legs are a little creaky, well, guess what? We have science for that. We have the technology. Now, I wonder how much of the story would have changed if both of them would have gotten into the escape pod. If you've been here for the stream, everybody already gets it. And speaking of technology,
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
I have an idea, but it might be spoilers, so shut up now. Yeah, look, we might have to have a chat about a lot of this when I'm done with Andromeda. That might be a pod episode. All right, so we're keeping this with obviously hair that is absolutely not in rigs. When you're done with 3, you mean? Yeah. I haven't done Andromeda. Oh, okay. Well, right on. That imported face. All right, so I believe we are sticking with Soldier. Maybe on a different run, I will go with another class. Yeah, maybe I'll go with another class after that. So, there we go. Sticking with this soldier.
Something's wrong.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity.
Let me go! Let me go!
Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
No! I don't want it!
Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
This is bull crap. This is worse than Fan Daniel.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
Ow. Some of a biscuit.
Pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon
This
and
pistol
armor.
doesn't have a thermal clip.
Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade.
Reloaded. Okay, I'm reloaded.
Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles. Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your...
Authorized for lethal force.
Center mass, center mass.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
The good thing about this playstyle is I don't have to worry as much about throwing random grenades. Oof.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Tough luck, my guy.
More Here come the mechs.
Grenada! Appreciate you.
Take the elevator down one floor. Hurry!
Run, Shepard! Run for your life!
You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got them closing in on my position.
I don't know, y'all. I don't trust y'all.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
So my organs are not organic.
The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd care. once in a while.
You got all this bread to spend on a dead man. Why don't you give some of that to me? Which way am I going? Oof.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. She's worried Shepard might be...
Come on over! Shepard! Gotta hurt! Target down! What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
I just woke up. You probably know more than I do.
Yeah, you tell me.
Sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
It's your station, Jacob. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Engaging.
Let's see. Which one of y'all is gonna catch the smoke? But that's right, I don't have concussion yet.
Have engaged.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I do have synthetics. I have synthetic rounds.
Station.
Before we go anywhere, I need some answers.
Sure. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
And the fact that they spent $4 billion.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
Alright, that's enough.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard.
Wilson!
Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
I do believe he did try to murk me. Like, the whole point of, when I woke up the first time, I know it may be obvious to everybody else.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Look at that.
Find us another route out of here.
Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry! They're out of control.
Up those.
I still believe like Wilson tried to get me murked because he was mad about the money.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
So you want Kurt to be Kurt?
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
We need to get off this station.
I'm not going anywhere till someone fixes my leg.
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the...
Unity!
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
There's not enough money in the world for me to take notes for that video.
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... You can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Out of my way, Wilson.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
You must have some reason for bringing me back. Tell me what's going on.
All gotta come from the boss, Shepard. As soon as we're safe. We're almost at the shuttle.
Give me that. And... Don't bring me to Tim. We don't work for Tim. No, we don't work for Tim. Tim is gonna have me on that bull. What y'all don't understand is Curtis is an entrepreneur. Get any shots? Where the heck is Wilson?
Target down!
Mr. Wilson! Bracketing in there. Pretty much.
Has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
First you miss that is we just call that wide right or wide left. Hey, look, nobody expects me. Nobody has ever that's what I'm looking for. Mistaked me from being a sniper.
We're almost at the... Miranda.
Hello. Ah!
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
Bang.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or two, in your case. Come on.
Oof. I believe that ship is nicknamed the Cockroach?
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Technically, depending on your choices, there either could be one or two people that survived. Oh, ship shooting. That's what I'm gonna call it. Look, giving me a pistol in games, like, gotta make sure they don't dodge left or right.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
Look. Cognac. Drinking all cognac. But yeah. I was never one of those people that can use the pistol in games. I never was. Like, people would talk about how great they were as a how great they were at using the pistol in Halo. No, I was never one of those.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. The Halo pistol is... I put the Halo pistol up there with the golden gun from GoldenEye. I put that up there as among the most iconic pistols in video games. I've just never been that good with pistols.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
See, is that...
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
Gainfully employed.
Choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Ah, there we go. More Paragon than Renegade. Because we all know you can trust me, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the ammos right now. There we go. I'm not wearing Cerberus gear. I don't trust you.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
Don't worry. We'll find out what happened to those colonists.
Well, at least you're confident. Let's hope it's not misplaced.
For someone who spent 2 years putting me back together, you don't seem real fond of me.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
I don't care about your calls. Calls is what got us in this situation in the first place.
Talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Everybody wants to talk about causes. I just want to murk some Reapers.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Cerberus gave me my body back. That's worth giving them a chance. One chance.
But you're still not convinced. Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Not much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can absolutely understand Miranda and being obnoxious. There was I don't remember what was going on with her, but there was some kind of a reason why she is what she is.
The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. And we've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Yeah, they're like, even when I first played this game, I had a few friends of mine that we were all playing kind of at the same time, and there was still the same attitude that. There we go. There's a lot of people that still have the same attitude, like, we do not like Miranda. She is...
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
She comes across as, like, basically a rich kid?
Strange.
Like, just some...
No structural damage.
Pompous?
No signs of battle.
Rich kid? Or something like that? Or I do what I want. I want to sound like... I want to sound like I run everything and... whatever, not impressed by anybody. Okay, anything else here? That's just kind of the vibe I get from her.
Sounds like Fenris mess.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies. Shoot them before they take out the shield.
No shield.
Dang it.
Got perfect!
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Wait. Okay.
Someone
Which ones? There we
programmed
go.
them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
All right. Let's see. So map this one. That's right. There we go. So I can just switch everything else. Anything in here? I will take that med kit. Hit the ground. Fuse. I keep wanting to call that Capsule Corp. And there.
They've seen us.
Impact event.
I forgot I don't have the elbow anymore in this game. I miss having the elbow. The elbow was fun.
Stop right
So what are
there.
y'all playing cards?
You said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Depends on what you consider charge. But like your just regular melee attack, I don't think there is.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship.
Get back in the car!
For the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Well, boys, like, this is some bull. Y'all working with him? I'm not working for Cerberus.
Shepard, there's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
She was talking to me.
I got him!
There we go. There's that. There's that. Around. Oh, there's a regular melee attack on. It's a different animation though. Ah, there is. Okay. I was wondering why it wasn't working. Because I did hit it.
Use overload on him.
All right, Miranda. Do some work. Weave. Weave.
Yes!
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Got him. Dropped him.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Should have made him wait in the car. Ow! Ow! Behind cover! Behind cover!
Target down! Shotgun!
Hurry, Shepard. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Over there, Jake. Shadowbringers vibes, anybody?
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Target locked.
Overload will take out their...
Is it on cooldown? Nope.
Here we go.
Got to take down the shields. Alright, switching over to Incendiary. So we dance, big boy. So we dance, big homie.
It's gonna blow.
All right, switching back over to Disruptor. Appreciate you. Dang.
This might be useful.
Iridium. Anything else in here I can snag before we go talk to old boy?
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
All right, reloaded. Get in here. Know y'all got some more money in here. I'm gonna need all of it. All right, we got that, and bread. Appreciate you. Anything else in here? Ooh, heavy weapon ammo. Until I get the Black Storm regulator, I tend to forget about the heavy weapon stuff.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Mechs will protect.
Turn that TV off.
You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My God. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you,
Then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
Miranda! Come on!
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
You see, this is what happens when you're diplomatic. When you play the role of, a diplomatic person. Person who tries to do the right thing. The Paragon thing.
Good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
Where he said an olive branch considering our history, I believe that is a reference to the second Mass Effect book. The book that precedes Mass Effect 2.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
The Krogans. Uncle Rexy!
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Garrus Vicaria?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
The Batman!
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Oh, the SR2. The civilian version of the Normandy. Where you actually have rooms instead of cots.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Yeah. Ah, this gives me the chills. This gives me the chills. Good hunting, gang. Good hunting. All right, so we're an hour and 27 in. So we're gonna go to the Citadel. Go to the Citadel, reactivate my Spectre status, and then I believe I will call it a stream since we'll be back in a few hours. So give me a chance to eat, kind of recover, and get ready for 6.5.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Ah! Not Siri! Stay back!
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
All right. Want to at least get to a point to where I can fly around and do a lot of the off-site stuff, like gathering materials and all this other stuff that would not make great content. But yeah, I will have the side mission videos out soon enough on how to basically do all the side mission stuff, including finding all of the Temple of the One, or what is it? Legion of One, and the Asari writings, all of the medals and such, where to find all of those to fill out those quests. I think the only 2 quests I have not done, I can think off the top of my head, is I didn't finish Conrad Werner, so I have to go back and do that again. And there was one other quest I didn't do. That was at the Citadel. So outside of those 2 Citadel quests, I have done basically all of them. So I'll have breakdown videos of all of those coming up fairly soon.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Appreciate you. I will do all that later. So let us get to the Citadel. I gotta remember what does what. Again, since it's been a minute. Like, some of this part I remember, but once we get Archangel, I believe once we get Archangel and Morton, the rest of it I do not remember. Oh, I'm thinking Jack, because if y'all remember me from my Twitch streams, this was where I stopped. This was around the point where I stopped streaming. So after we get Jack, the rest of that I don't think I remember. I know I hadn't finished grabbing all of the crew. So let's see. That and concussive shot. Because I needed that. Overload, warp, and Jacob. Cerberus operative, bull, and incendiary. And everybody weapons stay the same.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift. Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Goto. I'm a fan.
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
What's with the password and the sneaking around? Are you in trouble or something?
I'm the best thief in the business, not the most famous. Need to watch my step to keep it that way. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Short version, they were looking for me, so I trailed them to find out why. Turns out they were looking for someone to join you on an important mission, and were offering a serious signing bonus. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
Now, this is the thing that cracks me up about this whole conversation between those two. We're literally out in the open. So, you know, like, we're literally talking about this, like, right here.
I assume this deal is something I should know about?
Yeah, I guess it slipped their minds. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
Boo, let me go with guns blazing.
Can I help you, sir?
It's been a couple of years since I passed through here. Security seems to have tightened a bit.
After the Geth attack, there was a review of security protocol. A few minor changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth infiltration. We apologize for the inconvenience.
You'd think a Geth would stand out.
Assumptions are dangerous. Be alert, be safe.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
Yes, we need extra precautions.
Obviously, security has tightened since you were last here.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
I was listed as missing in action a couple of years ago.
Would you mind checking in with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
Our systems say you had a case of the deads.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just because you ask.
I know, sir.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
But you were dead. I got better.
Yes, I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
You're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
Every time I hear that line, my thought automatically goes to, like, if you have unregistered G mods.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs. then to Customs and Immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy man. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
Couldn't one of us, or both of us, get into trouble for that?
There's no way to fool the DNA scanners in that tunnel. You're you. Why wait in long lines and fill out a mass of useless hard copy paperwork to get to the same place? The Council does everything by the book. They've had thousands of years to write it. Sometimes things need to get done without a committee vote.
That'd be great.
Appreciate you.
Done. You're good to go. You should head up to the Presidium, though. The Council would probably like to know that one of their lost specters is still kicking.
What's the easiest way to get to the Presidium from down here?
Head back through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
All right, let's see. Where is the call?
I heard that those lakes up on the Presidium are
There we go.
filled with fish. No, they're not.
All right. To the Presidium to get my Spectre status. Now this should be interesting, because Udina is the person I chose in this playthrough.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
Counselor Udina isn't available.
Oh, never mind.
But as his top advisor,
Oh yeah, no, never mind.
I speak with his full authority and approval. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
Saren wasn't the one commanding the Geth. It was the Reaper, Sovereign.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Of course you did.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
You know, I have a question about that now. We're in the 2100s, right? Considering in this particular case, with Omni tools and all these other different things, you would think that somebody has some version of a recording device, and especially in the position to where nobody believes you on anything that you say about this situation. Wouldn't you at some point say, I'm going to record this at some point, whether it's be video record or audio record or something? Considering, okay, they didn't believe you this time. They didn't believe you next time. They didn't believe, I mean, yeah, this is in our future. Video evidence is too easy to fabricate. That is true. That is true. But I would still say it's better than just having word of mouth. Especially in this situation. Because if you remember the, what is it? If you remember the investigation in part 1, Tali showed up with a audio recording and they were like, oh, this evidence is irrefutable. Just like that. So I would figure something. Now, granted, they may believe whatever they want to believe, but I would still say it'd be better than just word of mouth and that's it.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated by Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. If Councilor Udina were here, he wouldn't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
It won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems. But Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
Fine, whatever.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
You know, this is the closest I've heard Keith Davids' voice sound more like Saints Row than Captain Anderson.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Stop by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You went to the Council behind my back. Do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you still had no right to do this without my knowledge. Maybe it's time the Alliance found me a new advisor.
Anderson took an impossible situation and turned it into a win for both sides.
You can say you knew all along, or you can explain to the Alliance how you want to replace me for doing your job.
Don't leave me much choice, but I know this game. I'll tell the other counselors I'm on board.
CM, what is going on, my friend? Yes, I've been hiding on YouTube. Yes. It is much harder to find me as I do my hero work. Yes, exactly. My hero work. No villainy on this channel. You know, I have certain people that decide to come after me You know, on Twitch. I cannot be there anymore.
So long, counselor. Maybe we'll meet again sometime.
There are wanted posters.
I think it would be best if I kept my distance, strictly for appearances, of course.
What an ass. As bad as Udina was before, he's 10 times worse now that he's part of the council. Better him than me, though. And he's done a good job promoting Alliance interests with the Citadel.
So what's going on with the CU? Yes, yes. We don't see it. You ain't just seen it.
You haven't forgotten how you got here. The rest of them, they're buried in procedure.
Some of that is necessary.
Like I said, I had to go undercover to do good work.
Doesn't hit you even when you're standing in it.
Oh man, I'm good, man.
Crack the files on interspecies relations. There's no end. We don't need an outside threat, Shepard. The balance here seems like it's fragile enough.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. You know, getting back into this streaming thing and whatever. I remember I told this to Nelly. One of the reasons for the change is I've been like having to go through all these different sites to go post content and all these other different things. It started to get annoying. Yes, that's actually one of the reasons for the change. Derzingar was fun. It is an old nickname I had from work for, shucks, probably 15 some odd years. If not 15, is just a bit under. And I got to the point after a while where that name kind of hit its limit of what I wanted to do. And since I had so much fun playing both the roles of Tyrone, which is my YouTube channel, and Curtis, which is my Twitch name, which in case you didn't know, the person that's on the screen is Curtis Caliber Shepard. But Tyrone is my FF14 name. But it's a lot easier to bring it out to the public as Tyrone than it is the nickname of Dirt. You know, and it took a while for me to think about it that way. And it's like, yeah, Tyrone Caliber, I can still stay within quote unquote the stream lore of saying, yeah, it's, you know, it's the same person just under a different name. You know, I can still continue the story of, you know, this is the family line of Calibers, whether it's 14, whether it's here. At some point, I do want to get into Starfield, stuff like that people can still see, okay, this is still the family line of Calibers. Whether it's regular timeline or what I like to call the alternate timeline. Things like that. But being here on YouTube does reduce a lot of the juggling that I did on Twitch. It made life a bit easier into doing it. And it's less brain space than to saying, I got to learn two separate systems. And then also I put a stream up on Twitch. I got to hurry up and download it and whatever, get everything that I need to get done within this short amount of time. Or I can just stream here and it's basically here until the site goes down. So life is just easier doing it this way.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete, but estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
Yeah, when rebuilding the city, I remember rebuilding the Citadel. I remember when Katrina happened. I was over in Japan around that time, right? When Katrina happened, I was in Japan. I remember the first chance I got to go back home, which was after I PCS'd. Yeah, it's I figure if I'm coming over here, let's start from scratch. I wanted to step away from the whole dirt thing, so let's do a whole rebuild. Let's do a whole new rebuild. Let's go with I was torn between, do I use Curtis or do I use Tyrone? Yeah, I don't think I remember that being your actual name, but I remember if it was somewhere in your description you said it, or you had brought it up, but I remember the gospel part of it. People called me Goss. Yeah. Okay. People still do. That's the first time I've ever heard gospel being shortened to Goss. That's I think that's the first time I've ever heard people shorten gospel, period. Yeah, you might have talked about it. Yeah, Goss. When I think Goss, I think of, oddly enough, Gossamer from the old Bugs Bunny cartoons. Kind of weird. It's a name. Name becomes one syllable. That is very true, Tone. That is very true. I think if I was actually preaching the gospel, they probably wouldn't have shortened it. That's a good point. Either that or they'd have probably called you preach. You know, I mean... I think Gosling, which makes me think of Goose. Yep. I think they just looked at gospel and said, okay, which one of the syllables are we going to pick? And we decided to go with Goss. I don't know. But yeah, what was I saying? But yeah, I just needed a change. I needed a change from, I need to kind of distance myself from dirt because it's an old work name. And regardless of how much I can explain it, it doesn't work out here. The Tyrone thing has been fun because of how I've been presenting it and stuff, because one of the reasons why I wanted to use Tyrone the way that I use it is I like the name Tyrone, don't get me wrong. I do like how I've created the character of Tyrone as slick knee greasing, as the old schools used to love to say. But he is far removed from the meme of Tyrone Biggums, you know. I mean, Tony remembers the quote-unquote business institute that I built on during my Twitch stream days, but that is Tyrone. He can be slick if need be. And it's also easier for me to play the role of Curtis because, well, it's direct line of descent, direct family line. Really, tongue's getting tired. But Curtis is related to Tyrone. I believe his I don't know if I had him as his great grandfather or his great uncle. Is my Stardew Valley character, as in Tyrone Anderson. But I can play those roles easy because it's kind of the same. It's just different names in different settings. So it's not particularly that hard. But it's just easier that I can pull that off. But also, oh no, it's not tired, it's tied. Oh, it's fine. It's one of the reasons why I'm getting ready to shut this down in probably 15 minutes. Because CM, in case you didn't know, granted it'll be mad late for y'all, but what is it, 7 Eastern? We'll be back with FF14. I'll be on this man's channel doing some voice work for good old Tony. But yes. We'll be back at that 7 Eastern. But yeah, it's been an interesting change. You know, it has been an interesting change in being here. But we need to catch up on some wrestling kick, considering so much has been going on as of late. Especially with like the WWE, AEW battle that happened Tuesday. Jay and Cody winning the tag team championships from Judgment Day. And I have an idea. I have a theory about that tag team championship win. I have a couple of theories with it, but we need to catch up on some wrestling stuff.
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy was destroyed?
Operations Chief Williams is still with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Working for Udina isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here.
Lies.
That's got to be yours.
Lies, Anderson. Lies. You punched out Udina and you helped me steal a ship once. You can just walk off the job now.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Of course not. All right. So head on back to the Normandy, and I believe that is going to be it for today. This way I can do some of the offline stuff and whatever, and be back ready to go on Friday. But CM, if you're still there, my next stream will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm speed running Mass Effect 1 again, trying to knock down that time another at least 4 minutes. We'll see how it happens. Our last runs have been pretty improbable. I keep wondering how in the world I end up cutting down minutes here and minutes there. How am I going to do it tomorrow? Again, I have no idea. Yes, me beating Mass Effect 1 in 2 hours, in under 2 hours and 10 minutes. World record is 143, I believe. It is 143. So I still got a little ways to go. I'm trying to beat 203 so I won't be the 7th anymore. Because my Twitter profile still says 6th. I need to beat 203 so I won't feel like I'm lying anymore. I just haven't changed it yet. But yeah, that is the plan. Yep, 154.30 a second. Yep. So if I get that sub 2 hour, then we in business. Let me see. Where did my cursor go? Just yeah, 150. Okay, 150 RTA or real attack time is the world record. 143 is load time removed. So yeah. And I'm not since I don't have the thing that removes loaded time, I'm just sticking with real-time attack. Other people, or I can write it myself, look through it myself, and time it there. But either way, hitting 150 is where I need to be. That's the plan. So hour 50, I am what? 19 minutes? We can get there. We can get there. But let me go ahead and save this. So anyway, that is enough out of me today. I am going to rest up a bit once I can find my cursor for some reason. There we go. Thought that was weird. In case y'all haven't seen it, from earlier, that is the link for our duo stream coming up in 3 hours. So if y'all are around, you want to check that out. We are finishing 6.5 today, theoretically. And it is going to be in a hilarious time, because you get to hear us do voice acting for pretty much the entire stream. And we get to judge how, others may be able to get to judge how good our voice acting is. From professional to absolutely hilarious. So, with that being said, y'all keep it easy. Know that I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. If not tonight, I'll see y'all here tomorrow. I'll see y'all in 3 hours on Tony's. And y'all stay blessed and keep it easy.